let's say with regards to money, because you have people that don't have money who are okay with it. A lot of people who don't have money are struggling and desire more money.
Yeah.
But then there comes a point where you're comfortable and maybe even very comfortable. But I'm curious to know
When is enough?
when is enough enough? So when will someone that, because all the people we were talking about have a lot of money, and
Yeah.
I'm not saying, for the record, I'm not saying that I'm not necessarily saying that they shouldn't do what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm not someone that says that is against millionaires or billionaires, uh, especially if they work hard for their money. And it's also a leverage thing. The harder you work, so at the beginning, it's hard, but
Oh,
then you get momentum, etc. I
yeah.
think 80% 80% of millionaires in the USA, if I'm not mistaken. This is coming from a research done by the Ramsey Solution, so the
All
company
right.
owned by Dave
They
Ramsey.
post.
And I think that 70 something percent of millionaires are self-made,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
like 10 point maybe 10% of the millionaires received maybe a little money from their parents. But the
Mm.
idea that we have that all millionaires are, let's say, first generation, or they come
Second
from
generation.
old money,
Yeah.
that's not necessarily true. So I don't knock people off for that, but I do think that when you go so far as to risk your life, because this guy must have
No,
had a family.
not only your life, your reputation, man.
Yeah, your reputation, but this guy
What is your
also,
reputation worth?
let me see about his family,
Probably has a
because
family as well, because
yeah. So
let me see. Let
let
me
me
see
see.
if I can find anything about that.
Yeah, see if you can find anything about his, maybe a salary too, what
Yeah.
he was earning. But yeah, so when at what point will you risk your reputation, risk involving other people, loved ones, friends, by greed? At
Yeah,
what
this
point?
is if you're doing this as a CFO, maybe he was in financial troubled waters. Maybe
Yeah,
we don't know. We don't know
yeah.
his situation. Well, I found the situation. He's married with two daughters.
Mm,
Married with two daughters. So
yeah.
that's
So he has a family.
tough for the family, man. If you
Yeah.
can imagine you're losing your dad like this,
Yeah.
it can be very very tough.
And you have to
But
also
yeah,
look.
it's a good question. How much is your reputation worth? Are you going to risk your reputation for 1 million as a CFO? I see here that he was earning 2.9 million a year, and he has an extensive CV. I see here.
Yeah.
Um used to work at Procter and Gamble for 20 years. VP as a CFO for India, Middle East, and Africa. CFO for Global Fabrics. Finance Director, Worldwide Finance Planning. Also worked at Walgreens. So he has been in the game for a while now on high positions, and it's not like he just ran into this position and was kind of trying to hit a lick, as they would say.
Yeah.
Um,
So
but
it's,
he earned 2.9 million a year.
yeah. But at the same time, I can tell you, because as you know, in my day-to-day life, I'm a lawyer, and I also work on bankruptcy cases. And what you always see is that, so both personal and company bankruptcies. And what you often see is that people and companies as well, they operate, they often operate on the same level as their earnings or higher.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I can imagine that if you were, if you,
You mean the personal finances, right? Or the
also
company?
also talking about companies, yeah, also talking about companies.
Mm.
It's like the discipline to, let's say, stay humble is not there.
Mm.
And you might think that the I think that people who earn 2.9 million have 2.9 million money problems. So they're probably affiliated to, it's not like they keep doing things that people who earn $290,000 a year do, or maybe $29,000 a year do. So it's like, um, maybe it's that.
Yeah, you buy in new. More, how did Biggie say? More money, more problems.
More money, more problems is what he said. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
he said.
So if
Maybe.
you look at him, so the family home is in the middle of New York. So you know you might have heard the prices of those
It's ridiculous,
apartments
man.
as well.
Ridiculous,
Ridiculous.
man. Yeah.
Allegedly, it was he lived in a building with apartments worth up to 50 million. So
Hmm.
it's
That's a lot of money.
that's
That's
a
a
lot
lot
of
of money.
money.
That's pricey as well. And I think you also have a problem with keeping up with the Joneses. But
That's that's what you do. Well, that's what you get
that's what
in
you
that
do.
situation.
Yeah.
Do well according to your assessment as a.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think it's also common. I mean, there are a lot of other people I follow, and they talk about the same thing. They talk about, and I know it's. I think my conclusion is that money is your relationship with money has a lot of things to do with your belief system.